Hi, I'm Victoria Ward from Spark Now, and I've spent the last 2 or 3 days working with Simone and her knowledge management team at CIAT in Carly, and it's been a great privilege. We've talked about the experiences of the knowledge management team and their plans coming up. We've run a workshop, we've seen human resources, we've talked with Neil Palmer, who is the photojournalist doing such inventive work here. And Simone has asked me to just share a couple of thoughts about where you can go next with storytelling. So the first thing I'd say is you're already going somewhere that most organisations don't go. The quality of Neil's work and your experiments in social media are great, and I think you can really build on those to give yourselves a reputation. The second thing I would say is that you already have the possibility of very participative storytelling kinds of workshops, if my experience from yesterday is anything to go by. So more workshops where there is room for people to exchange their experiences and puzzle things out together and introduce an element of surprise and lots of laughter, as we had yesterday, is great and culturally really quite unusual. So I think you should make more room for that kind of warmth, which is very much what storytelling is about, and that you already have all the design skills. I'll confess that I'm a little bit annoyed to find that Spark has such serious competition, because I thought we were out in front for that kind of thing. But also it was a real treat to work with people who thought the way we've come to think about storytelling experiences. Thirdly, I think you have a real opportunity to build on your fieldwork, your projects, the richness of the language you can bring in from having many languages and many cultures here, and the richness of the imagery you can bring in from dealing in such tangible products. You have colour, you have detail, you have sound, you have the actual experiences of working in a very physical way with materials, with the land, with seeds. So you have all of the ingredients to bring back your experiences from your research projects and maybe build what you collect so that you can tell those stories in more different ways for different audiences. Not just the research methods, not just what the policymakers and donors might want to hear about evidence, but the surprises, the things that would be useful to a farmer, the things that would be useful to the people living in the places, the things that would really tell stories from one country to another. You have that global reach, you have the vividness of the raw materials, and my recommendation would be that you really build maybe the little handy pocket guide to story collecting for CIAT researchers or something, and think about how the researchers can bring back more and more tales from the front line of your work for you to convey to other people. You have a very rich opportunity there. Thirdly, I know that you have over the next, or is it fourthly or thirdly, I forget, anyway, whatever number it is, over the next few years you have quite a challenge as long-standing staff will be retiring. That's a great opportunity to build a small group of younger staff to work to listen to the stories from those retiring staff and work out together with them and with each other and other people what is important from that experience to for retirees to, if you like, donate to the organisation, and what new opportunities are released by having the possibility of a new way of doing things. But having a very engaged process using storytelling techniques for knowledge retention as these long-standing members of staff who will be custodians of really important stories from the past leave, that is a great opportunity to build new methods and approaches. I think that that's all I would say immediately, except to say thank you again for having me. It has been a delight and a real privilege.